Yeah. Hey, win on me, win on three. Ready, 1, 2, 3. Win! Oh, yeah! Stop playing with a beat! 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 Stop playing with a beat!
Hey everyone, this is Facebook James with the JV Report. I am here with the man, the myth, and the legend, Coach Marsden. Wow. Okay, so today we scrimmaged. I'm sorry. We played University, 4 o'clock here at Uni, and let me just say the final score was 64 to nothing. Man, I'm just going to ask you.
Yeah.
What do you do, man? How do you do it, Coach Marsden?
We're hard on them in practice. We're hard when no one's watching. Is when these guys get their our best.
Sure.
So Fridays are easy. It's like playing a video game.
Sure. Now we realized last week the JV game was canceled due to the Saddler Ridge forest fires in the valley, and it kind of carried. The air quality was very bad, and so I know that must have affected at least I know the boys and probably you as well.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
It was the right call, but it was heartbreaking.
Right.
Venice was the game that would determine the league champion. They're our rival. It's our best opponent by far every year, and now we're basically going to have to say we're going to be co-champions with them, I suppose, because we can't. They won't reschedule it for us.
Right.
Not Venice won't. Admin is just like it's like
too many variables.
No, too many.
Absolutely. So I guess after a week or 2 weeks of hitting themselves again, they come here to a Uni and just man, just again, just talk about some of the players. I think I heard you talking about the number of touchdowns.
Yeah. So we had 8 touchdowns. 8 different boys scored a touchdown. Wow. 3 of those boys, including your son, scored their first touchdown.
Absolutely.
And that's always a big goal of mine, is to get as many boys on the board as possible, and by the end of the year, so someday down the road they can tell someone they scored a touchdown in a high school football game.
Yeah.
So we had 8.
As I was setting up, he ran over. Dad, did you see it? Did you see it? I was like, yes, son, I saw it. So
good.
Yeah, all the boys had a wonderful time out there. I'm sure you dug deep into the bench.
Yeah, well, we went going into this week. We put together on Tuesday all of our teams so that every boy was on at least one starting unit. By the second series, everyone had been on the field, and by halftime, most of the boys had been on for most of the half. It was just a constant, turnstiles, just kids coming in, coming out. Everybody got in, new kids making tackles, carrying the ball. We lost 5 guys called up to varsity. So when we had those 5 guys, 4 of them were two-way starters. So that opened the door for some of these boys to slide up, and other boys that were on the depth chart to climb up higher. And we just said, you know what, let's just come up with some names of new units so we can do a wholesale change with no problem.
Sure.
And so we have the Blue Angels was our offense.
Okay.
And they played the entire second half, but they had 3 series in the first half and scored. Our defense was called the Green Berets. 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, touchdown from Xavier. We had safety.
Yes.
I don't think we had a safety this year. Oh, we had one. No, we hadn't had a safety this year. And then our kickoff team was, we call it the SWAT team.
Okay.
And it's got linemen on it. It's got freshmen that don't play a lot, and they did a good job coverage. So.
Yeah, I must say, just watching from the stands, how organized all the boys were. They were ready, especially the special teams, the kickoff and punt teams.
Yeah,
they were ready, standing next to the coach, just anticipating the next play. The defense were, they ran on when they needed to, and so it was just for me, from as a dad's perspective or parent perspective, it just looked like a well-oiled machine.
Thanks. That's what we try to do.
So again, we tip your hat.
Appreciate it.
And a few moments ago, you talked about boys moving up. So when I got here, I didn't see Hugo, number 1.
Gone.
And I said, okay, well, maybe, I don't think he's ineligible. I said,
no.
maybe he got moved up. So just tell us about the players who actually were able to make the transition up to varsity.
Okay, so we had 3 sophomores called up. Hugo played linebacker, starting tailback, was easily going to be our team MVP this year. He got called up. He's going to be starting tonight on special teams. We had, Other sophomores were Jai Dooley. Jai, who wasn't cleared the first 3 games, finally got in our 4th game. Then we didn't play 2 weeks. Then he got to play last week, and he brought it. And the coach said, "Whoa, where's this kid been? He hasn't been playing." So after just 2 games for us, he's gone.
Wow.
And he deserves that. He's a hard hitter, and he's a good hard worker.
Okay.
I'm trying to think that before I say the 2 freshmen were. Who am I missing here? Okay, well, I'll just say there's 2 freshmen, which we've never had. We've never had freshmen called up to varsity during the year.
Wow.
We've had boys called up to varsity during playoffs, but never mid-season and going to play.
Okay.
And it's going to be Trinity was the other sophomore that starts on. He was our middle linebacker and our backup tight end, and he's on varsity.
Gotcha.
But then Nathan Spoonemore and Chris Washington, who are both going to be animals down the road. Coach was just like, "I'm not waiting any longer. I'm taking them." I said, "You can have them, man. You can have them." And they're all excited, and there's 5 boys on VAR, and it makes me proud as a coach to see these guys be told you're ready for the Friday Night Lights, because that's our goal, is to get these guys.
Absolutely.
Like winning 68-0, 64-0 is, I guess it's fun. But not if the varsity team's not producing. And now, varsity team's doing great the last couple of years, and I'd like to think the JV coaches have a little something to do with that.
Just a little bit, just a lot, a lot of bit, man. No, definitely, man. You know, we always tip your hat. You run a class program, and your assistant coaches. You know, I'm
awesome.
sure they're right in line and with the vision that you have.
Yes.
And so, man, we just, I can't wait to see what the boys do who are called up. I'm not too sure if they're going to get any playing time.
Yeah, they're all getting in. They're all going to be on at least one special teams unit. And Coach told me there'll be time during the game where he's like, "What? Pay attention. They'll be out there on offense and defense."
Wow, no,
because that's our deal. I told him, I said, if you're going to pull a guy up, we'd had this discussion years ago. We play teams that have juniors on JV. We play teams that have sophomores and freshmen on varsity that don't play. It was always an agreement with me and Coach Hyde. He's like, "Look, I want sophomores and freshmen on JV getting reps, because that's our future. If they're ready for varsity, they're going to play varsity. They're not going to rot on the bench." And he brings these guys up, and then all of a sudden they go from JV to they'll be on the field tonight. It's awesome. It's it's the best.
Man, I can't wait. Me and another dad, we were just talking. It's just like, man, how awesome is this to have so many guys called up, especially not at the not at playoff time, but during the we're near the end of our league play, but still we have they've been called up for 3 games. This game tonight. Next week against Hamilton, and then our last league game against Fairfax. So awesome job, Coach.
Thank you.
We tip our hat, man. Wonderful game here at Uni. I love Uni. I love the field.
It's great.
The lights. I'm a little jealous because I think their field is a little bit better than ours, but
they don't have the 12th man, the turf monster.
The turf monster.
We have the turf monster that other teams don't know about. We got to get a home playoff game because other teams don't know about it.
Absolutely, man. So it was a wonderful win, and of course, because you got the shutout, you owe the boys
donuts on Monday.
Donuts on Monday.
I conveniently forget, and they always remind me. So we'll later, maybe. So yes. Donuts on Monday.
Donuts, 5
for
dozen.
Everybody.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Matter of fact, I might leave the classroom and come on up.
Come on by.
And grab a donut. So, man, wonderful win. 64-0 here at University High School. They defeated the Wildcats, the JV team. And so, again, we just tip our hat to Coach Marsden and his staff.
Thank you. And the QB Club, we always appreciate all of the love and the support. It makes it a lot easier for us to just coach. So,
absolutely.
Little things like this, like the JV recap, and all the press we get, and just other programs don't have that. And I think that's what's separating us from the other Western League teams. And you saw it on Monday with Pali. That win over Venice was something else, man.
It was awesome. You got a prediction for tonight's game?
So we beat them 64-0.
Yeah.
It's going to be close.
Okay.
I hope they beat them 63-0.
63-0. Okay. We'll see.
So we can still say we scored more points than that. As long as some of my JV boys do something big, that's all that matters.
Absolutely.
And we obviously want everyone to stay safe and move on healthy the next week, because homecoming, big game.
Yes.
And then Fairfax will determine where we slide into the playoffs. And if we could get a home game, varsity, that would be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Well, if there's nothing else, Coach Marsden, I'm Facebook James. I'm signing off with the JV Report. Man, again, I can't say it enough. JV won. I mean, just a blowout, 64-0. Man, have a wonderful weekend. Everybody played, and we're looking forward to seeing these JV players on varsity do something tonight against University. So, I'm signing out. JV Report, Coach Marsden. Peace out.
Thanks, James.